Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I remain the Oversabi Tailor. Today I just thought that we should take a little detour into the hair accessories world, and so we'll be making this very beautiful hair scrunchie. Guys, please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. Like, share, comment. Thank you very much. Okay, so for us to make this, one of the things we need is our elastic, our 7-inch elastic. Just a very short piece of elastic. 7 inches, our chalk, our safety pin, our office pins, tape rolls, and our scissors. I hope we didn't forget our fabric too. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be using this emerald green satin fabric to achieve this design today. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so for this design we'll need just 3 simple pieces of fabric. The first main fabric is going to be 40 inches long and 10 inches wide. That's if you want it to be big. If you do not want it to be big, you can make it 40 inches and 6 inches wide. Okay, so that's what I am chalking. 10-inch wide. I think I'd like mine to be a little bit elaborate, big, so when I'm coming they'll know, yes, somebody is coming. No. Okay, so I'm cutting it out. Yeah, so it's 40 inches long and 10 inches wide that we're using. So this is the main piece of fabric. This is what's going to give us that scrunched look in front of it. So the next thing we're going to be cutting is for our elastic. You know, we'll have to put our elastic in a case. So the next one, the measurement is going to be 15 inches long and 4 inches wide, because the elastic we're using is about 1 inch. So this is just going to give it enough room to be able to, you know, move around in it. So 4 inches wide and 15 inches long. So this is the second piece. We can refer to it as the elastic casing. I'm cutting it out right now. Pam pam pam. Very easy. My fabric is fraying a bit. We'll trim it off in a bit. So the third piece is going to be our lining bit, and this one is going to be 3 inches wide by 15 inches long. Yes, this one we're going to pass it inside the main piece fabric. We'll see that as we go along. I'm cutting it out, then I'll trim off the excess part of it. So having done that, we have to start sewing immediately. So the parts that we'll be sewing is the main piece and the elastic casing. So for this main piece, already included in what we're cutting, we'll just sew it by 1/2 inch. So you just pin it also first before sewing to make it easy, so that the pieces don't move. Just pin it all the way through, like so. So when it's time to sew, it will be very easy to sew. Okay, so we've got it to the end of the 40-inch long piece. So this is our elastic case. This is where we'll be passing our elastic in through. Okay, my frayed fabric, please ignore, we will cut it out. Okay, pin this one also. So we'll just be moving to the next thing, which is stitching, which I have done like so. Trimming off the frayed edges right now to give it a neater outlook. Yep, then we'll turn it in right sides out. Remember to always remove your pins. So having turned it in, the next thing we'll be thinking of doing is how to pass our elastic, but then let's just take it one step at a time. We're turning it in right now like so. Very easy. You can make this in any fabric of your choice, Ankara fabric, whatever. If you want it to match your outfit, it's very easy to make. You know, I'm about the do-it-yourself lifestyle now. You don't need a tailor. Okay, so having passed in the first edge of the elastic. So I'm showing you again, actually, Sha, to see that it's 7-inch long. You don't need more than that. This is for an adult's size. So pin your elastic. When you pin your elastic, you pass it in Very easy, but you now pass it in all through so that the elastic doesn't escape. So we'll now sew this first edge first to hold the elastic in place. So but make sure that the elastic is in the middle before you top stitch, before you run your machine over it. Yes, so I have done that. It's now for me to completely push out the elastic by using my safety pin. When I do that also, I will also seal the edge, sandwiching the elastic in between. Having done that, look at my beautiful elastic casing. It's coming out nicely. So after we've sewn, remember that we had already stitched our main piece of 40 inches by 10. Remember to also remove your pins. So it's very important. You can even use a zigzag stitch in stitching it together. It's going to be hidden actually. So then turn it in. It will soon be time for us to use our last piece. That's the lining piece that I called it, which is going to be 3 inches wide by 15 inches long. We will be passing this one through in the main piece. So right now I'm trying to get the middle of the sides, so that just the same way we were able to sandwich the elastic in between, in the middle of the elastic casing, we'll be able to do that likewise for the main piece. Use your your safety pin, pass it all through, but remember that you can't pass it all at once. So once the body has gone in, you have to sandwich the lining in between the big pieces together. Tuck it in. Yeah, then just top stitch it. Remember that it's also supposed to be in the middle, so that it will help form that scrunch effect evenly. Yeah, so just like so, where we notched initially. So I'm going to top stitch. Having done that now, like we did for the elastic casing, we're now going to pass it completely to the end. Rest assured that our elastic casing is not going to come out completely from the other side. Okay, so as I'm gathering it, that scrunch defect is forming. Oh my god, it's forming. I'm loving this. So it's forming. So we are at the end of the long corridor. So we're going to sandwich this also in between like so and remove our elastic. So having done that, now it's time for us to add our elastic casing. Guys, we're almost at the end though. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment, please, and also turn on your notification bells. Okay, so I'm trimming off the extra edges. My scrunchie has been formed, like I said. So now it's time to sandwich the elastic casing. I like to say sandwich so that it gives that effect. Okay, you place it in the middle. Yes, then you will cover that elastic casing. Okay, we'll get there. Pin it in the middle first so that it doesn't shift, it doesn't disturb you. It doesn't disturb you at all. Pin it my pin was blunt, sorry guys. I had to look for a sharper one. Then I place one side over and then the other side over, just like so, and I top stitch it. This way my sewing won't show, so you can see it now. I'm doing that to the other side also, like I did. Place in the middle, place one side over and then the other side over, but you can pin first so that it doesn't move. Having done that, remember to remove your pins and turn it out. You can see how neat it looks. Nothing is showing. You see? Very easy. And so we've come to the end of our head accessory today. Till I see you in my next video, guys. Thank you very much. See you guys.